So you're seeing there, that was him coming down pit road to climb in his NASCAR Nationwide Series car. They were giving him oxygen to flush out the carbon monoxide. Did it work? Well, he started back in 24th and drove it right up to the top 10.
He's 5th right now, and he's getting the push from Brian Scott. Carl Edwards has got Ricky Stenhouse. Boy, Stenhouse is looking a little loose right behind him in the 6th there.
See somebody's hand out the window. Looked like Mike Wallace waving at James Busher behind him. Oh, we got trouble.
No, look out. Carl Edwards turns, and we've got multi-cars into the wall. Leffler's involved in this. The 62 have gone. The 21 of Boyer.
Just ready to say something. I'm just ready to say something.
Patrick Sheltra involved. The 16 of Colin Brown, the one thing he did not need because he's out of this seat. And we've got a car on fire down in the corner of turn 1, and it is Mike Wallace. He had a great beginning to this race. There's the damage to Stephen Wallace. There's what's left of the 60 of Carl Edwards.
Saw one car go spinning down and actually hit the inside wall and then kept going all the way to turn 1 like the throttle was hung.
That was Michael Annette also in the 15.
This is where you don't bump draft right here, and you can see Carl Edwards got hit in the rear right there.
Oh my goodness, he got hit by a lot of cars here. See, it turns into a huge crash.
That goes back to a little bit of the inexperience that we're talking about. There are just places on this with these bumpers not line up. You see he just lifted the rear wheels off the ground.
Well, Stenhouse was excused from last week's team meeting. I'm not sure he's going to be excused from this week's.
See that black car right there? I believe it's the 10 car.
Well, watch the
Really
6 again.
Just so many cars spinning, it's hard to follow each one.
Still 2 by 2, no holes. Yeah, you need help?
That's just something that you can't do right there.
That trival's a turn.
Yeah, your car's already light through there anyway. See, Carl's got his hands off the wheel. He knows he's going to get hit.
And you saw how many times it snapped back
Yeah,
left, then right.
The garage.
Keeps you from breaking a thumb or worst, a wrist. All right, so we will sort out all the damage. We mentioned Colin Brown. He was in the doghouse after last week at Texas, and he is out of the ride for the next 2 races. We'll talk more about all this when we come back to Talladega. Back here at Talladega after we have had the big one. And the Aaron's 312, our first caution. We were just short of the mandatory caution, and it will give the Aaron's lucky dog to the 43 of Scott Lagasse. And if you're wondering, we have not had any starting parks. Mark Green is 2 laps down, but he is still on the track, and he is shown in 43rd position. And but several of these cars are not going to be coming back, as we have Sorensen involved, Leffler, Mike Wallace, Michael Annette, James Busher, and Carl Edwards. We'll see if there's any other damage that puts others behind the wall. Stay with us. At least 6 cars involved in this big one here at the Aaron's 312. As they are shown as off the racetrack. There is James Busher as he's on the hook. No word yet from any of the medical crews. The 38 of Jason Leffler, that's a team that was looking to rebound. It has not been the beginning of the year that they were expecting. And also involved Reed Sorensen, Mike Wallace, Michael Annette, and that is what's left of Reed Sorensen's car. And his car, we noticed on the replay, took a severe hit into the right side wall.
He hit the outside wall really hard and then went down to the inside, a long way down to the inside, hit the inside wall, and actually carried on some speed even down into turn 1. He didn't hit the outside wall there, but looked like he got the worst of that crash for sure.
Yeah, this is Mike Wallace. He was the first one to hit Carl Edwards after he spun. He was still running wide open at well over 180 miles an hour.
We are told now from NASCAR officials that pit road will be open this time by, so everyone will come in here as we are working lap number 25.
this would be a good time to take 4 tires because of that big accident there. You never know how much debris you run through, so it'd be a good chance to just go ahead and take 4 tires and not have to worry about that.
And this does take the place of the mandatory caution that we would have had back on lap 20. And you can see everybody loaded on the wall, waiting for their driver to bring it on down pit road. Takes a long time when you're doing about 55 miles an hour to cover 2.6 miles. This place is so huge. And you really don't get a sense of just how steep that banking is until you are standing right next to it. And some of these times when these crew workers have to go up there and try and clear debris, and they can barely stay standing. Well, it looks like everybody is going to take your advice and come down and change tires and get a full load of fuel. And the 88's in, Dave.
The leader is in. He described his car as freaking fast. Jackman Brian Groman has a special job this time. As he comes around to the driver's side, he will hand Jamie McMurray a bottle of ibuprofen. Has a headache, he'll get that in addition to 4 tires. Shannon?
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. saying the car is just a little bit loose, and he is having some problems sucking up. It's going to be 4 tires and fuel for the 6. Doc.
Bottom of your screen, Brad Keselowski says the car's a bit tight in the corners. They're going to pick a round of wedge out, add 4 fresh Goodyears, and fill it up with fuel. Mike Massaro.
Kevin Harvick looking to become the first driver ever to win a Cup race and another National Touring Series event in the same day, taking 4 tires, 1 can of Sunoco race fuel, and away.
Race off pit road, courtesy of Nationwide Insurance. Joe Nemechek, old front row Joe.
He's the only one that didn't take my advice. He didn't get
take
tires.
Now the 6 car of Stenhouse had to be pushed off. He had trouble firing that car. We can tell you, we've just gotten word, Reed Sorensen in that 10 car that took such a hard lick into the outside wall, he has been released from the infield care. As we get other updates, we'll of course pass that along. Watch the race off pit road as we head to commercial break, and you'll see what happens as there is second place. The 87 is already long gone.